Hey, so blessed. What you shouldn't say to a BBW, or you say what to a BBW? I like those questions. I don't. I mean, you did really good. You covered a lot of bases with that. And I agree. So I'm just gonna go down the line real quick. I agree with the pretty face. When I've gotten that a lot throughout my life. I really have, especially when I was younger. Well, when I was a really little girl, not like that. But when I got to be a bigger, I was getting bigger, but I was still like really shaped nicely. I remember the difference. People would say, "Oh, you so pretty," and then guys, I had older guys always attracted to me because I was so developed as a young girl, but I looked like a grown woman. And so I was always larger than the kids my age, so I always felt bigger, but I never felt bad about myself. But the older guys were like very attracted to me, and they would just go, "Oh, you pretty, wow," like that. And as I got larger, guys would pretty much still react the same way, but I noticed the women would specify, "Oh, you have such a pretty face." So I don't know if that's a man and a woman, the difference between a man and a woman, because like I said, I've always gotten a good response from guys, but it would be the women that would specify, "Oh, you have such a pretty face," and you almost can hear that but, "Oh, you're so big up." Anyway, so that was a good one. Yeah, that number 2, you gonna eat all that? Well, how the hell you think I got big up? Yeah, I'm gonna eat all that. And if you ain't careful, I'm looking over there at your plate. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Share dessert? Wow. What a concept. So people do that, huh? Yeah, well, I'm just kidding, because normally I'm almost too full for dessert, so. But yeah, if I'm getting a dessert, please don't assume. We're going to discuss that thing ahead of time. Never assume we're sharing our dessert. And yeah, I remember this one, so blessed. I think, how Mama Rosa always say, ask the Lord to let you keep a living. Now I think this one you kind of, number 3, I think you kind of experienced this one later in life, but you weren't as, I don't know what you call it. You weren't as up on this at one time, because I remember way back in the day when we were doing our, when you would come by the house and help me do my walking and whatnot. I remember when I first started out walking, and I would get tired almost literally at the end of my driveway, and then I would get like to the neighbor's house and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm about to die," and you would be like, "You tired already?" Well, you were kind of into your like 5 and 6 mile walk and go with mama and walk 3, 4, 5 miles, and then you got to go by yourself and walk another 3, 4, 5 miles. And so when you would come by and swing by and get me, you were like on your last little leg, and you were all revved up and pumped up, and you were like, "You tired already?" "Yes, I am. And past time, about to fall out." But I thank you, because you kind of kept up with me until I got up pretty good. I was able to do just a little under a mile and a half. So that's remarkable for me, and I thank you for that. I need to get back up on that. But yeah, and I think you kind of had to do that live and learn kind of thing on this one. You tired already? But that's a good one. Yeah, I've never been out to the club dancing and all that, but I could imagine number 4, I would not want to be the big girl being the purse holder and the drink holder. No. And number 5, I've never really gone shopping with a little girl, but I have gone shopping like with my daughter. We're going to some of the small girl shops. I ain't mad at it, I don't mind going to the small girl shops. I didn't even realize, they had as many small girl shops. I do the big girls. Anyway, yeah, number 6. Now I love number 6. And girl, I couldn't have told that story any better myself. Don't assume he's looking at you when he's looking at me. Okay? Don't assume. And yes, indeedy, he was what? Drop dead gorgeous, I want you to know. And he was looking at hot chocolate. Yes, indeed. So don't assume he's looking at you when he's looking at what? Okay? You better recognize. Okay, and I never had anyone to ask me, girl, how you got him? Never had that. But, you know, I don't have a whole lot of friends, and I don't have like any hater type friends. We have friends that we've been friends and solid girlfriends from back in the day, and we all big up, so we know how we got them. Number 7, he said, look at her big. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying about that, look how big she is or whatever, but again, I don't have friends that would sit and talk about another person, how big they are, like, you know, like in a bad way. I mean, we are big, so we see somebody and we say something about them. It's just us kind of how we do. I mean, it's not like picking at somebody and like, oh, how you get, you know, look at that big ass, you know, we don't do that. But and that beauty on the inside, some of these I just haven't had the experience, you know, where you got beauty on the inside. And yeah, I do agree with the number 10. Don't be trying to hook your girlfriend up with somebody that you be looking at him, he is a booger bear. If you can't stand to look at him, she ain't gonna be able to look at him either. Don't be trying to give her the scraps, you know, just because, you know, you think, oh, she can't do no better. That is so wrong. You're wrong for that. If you don't like him, I mean, I don't mean like him because you don't want to like your girlfriend's friend. You don't want to just, you know, try to hook him up with somebody you already done hooked up with. You know, you don't want to do that. But I mean, if you see somebody that you think, oh, he's a nice looking guy, he's just not my type, or he's a nice looking guy, but he like big girls and I'm a small girl, you know, like that, I can understand that. But if you can't stomach looking at him, don't be trying to pass him on to your girlfriend. That's foul. Okay, and I didn't have a whole lot to add to it. I just thought that was good, you know. That's enough. That's good.